Hi, everyone. How are you? Nice to see you here today. Woo. I'm just looking at today. I'm actually talking about the Soul Star Chakra. So, I've been having a little bit of trouble with the lives posting correctly. So I'm just gonna. Hopefully, it's working well. But I wanted to talk today about Soul Star Chakra. So let me just um It's been kind of a day already. Okay, here we go. So, welcome. My name is Rachel Chamness. I'm a shamanic channel and mentor. And today I'd like to talk about the Soul Star Chakra, which is a fifth dimensional chakra, and how it works if you've not heard of it. But mainly, uh, I want to bring through Archangel Muriel to bring forth a liquid Reiki shamanic sound healing and to talk about the Soul Star Chakra a little bit. So, how many of you have heard about the Soul Star Chakra and understand how it works? The Soul Star Chakra is a fifth dimensional chakra. It is above the head. So, it's above about 12 inches above where your crown chakra sits. And in the Soul Star Chakra is where we hold all of our memories. Wait, I can't get this right. Hold on. Ah. I haven't had time to fix all these things. Sorry. Okay, there we go. So the Soul Star Chakra sits about 12 inches above the head, above the crown chakra. And it is where we hold our memories across timelines and across our past lives. This is like your soul memory. Well, this is where you hold all the knowledge, all the wisdom that you have from your soul. And that's where it will sit. Hi, everyone. I see you. And so it's very important that we make sure that our soul star chakra is lining up with ascension as it should. And I'm sure that it is. We don't want to force the soul star chakra open. We want it to open in its own time, and it'll be fully open when we're at ascension, is how I understand it. Now, when we have this wisdom in the soul star chakra, that it comes into the body when we need it through our crown. So when we're reaching out for information that we are wanting to know, maybe some wisdom we had in past lives, maybe some information about our starseed designation or those beings from our starseed destination who are helping us, that's destination, because I believe that your star seed information is really not the only place you've lived or the place you lived before, but it's about uh, the place you've lived before where you have entered into a contract with beings there to have a mission here in this life, and they're here to help you. So we've lived in lots of places. We've lived many, many lives. You are not alive here at this time on earth if you have not really experienced things before. Now, you may have been reincarnating on earth over and over for a long time. Many of us have. Or this could be your first life where you're really feeling that star seed push and pull, where things feel strange and weird for you, where it's difficult to really understand why Earth is this way and why it works this way. And if things feel hard, you probably feel that anyway as a light worker, but that's part of it. But in the soul star chakra, we have this information, and we can sometimes reach for it, bring it down, or we can go up within our meditation practice or visualization or healing or whatever we do that brings our vibration high, we can receive some of this information. Now, we can't hold all of the information in our body. No matter how big your crown chakra is, you're still in a 3D body and you still can't hold all of the information. But sometimes you may feel when you meditate, or if you have a really spiritual moment where you receive information, you're told something by your guides, then when you return to your body, it may feel hard to explain, or you may have only the imprint of the feeling of it, but the knowledge is gone. That sometimes happens too. And that's more about it's just not time to bring that back into your life, but you're able to touch it for a moment. That's happened to me before. So, here at the Soul Star Chakra today, I just want to really let you know that it's important that it's open. It opens in its own time. Yours is most likely already open and it's opening more. And I'd like to bring in Archangel Muriel to tell us a little bit more about the Soul Star Chakra. Archangel Muriel, here, let's put her on screen. Let's see. Okay. Archangel Muriel is known as the angel of compassion, mercy, and gentle presence. She works closely with the emotional body and higher heart frequencies. So, your high heart is a fourth dimensional chakra here above your heart. And her energy supports soft transitions. She helps soothe overwhelm during spiritual growth and integration. And she assists when soul level shifts are happening, and so she's really great. Okay, so compassion, grace, emotional integration. So I thought she'd be a good archangel to come forward today, and she also wanted to. So I'm going to bring her forward, and let's see what she wants to say about the Soul Star Chakra. So hold on. Whoop, I lost it. Here we go. I'm just not good with technology today. Okay, so I'm a trance channel Archangel Muriel. Let's see what she has to say about the Soul Star Chakra. Welcome. I am so pleased to be here. It is not often that I speak through this channel. I wish to let you know that now, in this time of ascension, as you are experiencing many shifts and also lapses in timeline, changes in timeline, switchovers from parallel lives, you are experiencing many of these glitches in the matrix, as you may call them. And it may feel random, but I wish to tell you that it is not. We are helping you. Not just the archangels and angels that surround your planet and surround your humans at all time, but also your spirit team, your helpers in every way, your galactic teams. All of your spirit teams are consciously walking you towards your own personal ascension timeline. And because of this, we may need to shuffle you through parallel lifetimes or timelines at this time so that you are walking in the timeline that suits you best. As you know, you are manifesting at all times, and your timeline reflects the law of attraction that you are working with at this time. And there is not much that we, your helpers, can do about that except encourage you, give you signs, talk to you, try to get you to release old negative law of attraction habits and to align more firmly with habits that help you build the future that you dream of, that you want. But there is one thing we can do, and that is to bring in other timelines, to bring in a shift into an alternate timeline and back. These practices help you see with clarity what it is you need to release. In some time, you may see that things have shifted to what seems more negative. The reason that we do this is so that you learn deeply within this space. So if we switch you to a parallel timeline or lifetime or however you want to think about it, this alternate reality for a while and things feel uncomfortable and things don't seem to be flowing very easily, then this is your opportunity to clean this timeline up, to release what is heavy here. Because if it is affecting you in one timeline or one reality, then it is affecting you in this one, for they are connected. There is a connection between them all. And so we take you into this space for a while, and you are now faced with this is serious. I must really do some work, some shadow work, some behavior changes, some release, perhaps get some help and have a connection with another light worker that helps me release this. And then you have cleared this timeline enough that we can put you on a higher timeline than you are on before. Does this make sense? You are going forward in your life, in your timeline at the highest point that you can with what you are saying, feeling, and doing and attracting to yourself at all times. So we may take you out, bring you to a timeline or a reality that's flowing less well, have you clean this one up a bit and bring you back. But when we bring you back, we can bring you higher. Hopefully that clears up any misunderstanding and this very complicated understanding of how we work. So we do all of this for you often. And now, in this time, in early 2026, is where you're experiencing this. And some of you may experience this still in 2027, depending. Not everyone is on the same track. Not to say that some people are ahead or better than, but that they may have worked through more trauma, released more of the past that is causing them to trip up with their manifestation and have released practices that bring down manifestation. Now, I did come here today to talk about the Soul Star Chakra. Within the Soul Star Chakra is where we work with these timelines, with alternate timelines, parallel realities, and all of these shifts. We work within the time, we work within the crowd. This is Rachel. Sorry, it came out a little bit. My nose itched. Let's bring her back in. We work within this Soul Star Chakra to shift you between. And so the more that your Soul Star Chakra is in line with you and where you are in ascension, the more it can help you in this practice, which is very helpful to take you farther than you can take yourself. That is why we work with you in these ways, for you can only go where you are. And so we sometimes shake things up to help you go farther. It is not always that we put you in a negative or what you would perceive as negative or harder or less flow or difficult or uncomfortable parallel life to help you with this one. Sometimes we put you in a better one. So you may sometimes feel that things are suddenly open and moving, and you start to begin to feel this sensation of what this parallel life or timeline feels like. And then you can bring that feeling back to create a higher timeline for yourself. All of this work is done in the Soul Star Chakra. And there is how we work with you. So we would like to help you integrate this chakra to be as open as possible to where you are going. It is most likely already as open as you need it. But I would like to bring forth some liquid Reiki shamanic healing, as it is called through this medium, to help you arrange these lifetimes, these parallel lives, these timelines in your soul star chakra in a way that benefits you more. That is the best way that I can say it, in a way that you will understand it. I invite you to breathe in and out deeply and to say only the words, I am. I am. You may say them in your mind or you may say them aloud. I am. I am. This will be very helpful for your path, and I am pleased to have brought it forward for you. Thank you. Okay, well, that's Archangel Muriel. Hi, everyone. I see you there. So she is such an interesting feeling archangel. I don't think I've channeled her for at least 5 years. It's so strange to channel an archangel that feels grounded because usually when you're channeling, you feel so much like elevated and then you have to ground afterwards. But she felt extremely grounded. She felt really interesting. I could see her face, which is not really something I normally see when, I mean, not just when I'm channeling, but in general. I don't often see faces so well. I have to really concentrate to see someone's faces, but I could really see like the middle of her face, um, and the way that she was showing herself to me. Of course, does it matter? Because angels don't look like humans. They just show us this like version, but it was pretty cool. So that's really interesting because I know some of you have felt this before where you just feel like, gosh, am I in an alternate timeline? Like things can have happened that never happened, or people remember things that you don't remember, or you have sort of a Mandela effect thing happening. All kind of things could be going on, but there's also times where things just feel different. Like either they feel super easy or they feel not easy, difficult. I mean, to be honest, this week I have felt a lot of just um like just difficulty. Like I am not as motivated as I usually am. And I think though, I just keep thinking it's because I'm going on vacation this week, so it could be tomorrow. It could be that I'm just have, FOMO for tomorrow, but well, I guess that wouldn't be FOMO. But anyway, I guess I just feel like I'm so ready to go on vacation. But also, it can have that feeling of where things just aren't as easy and I have to try harder to get things done or to um even for connections for myself, connecting and uh do you do this every day where you connect to your higher self, you disconnect from the 3D earth, you connect deeply into new earth, you call in your archangels and guides. I have a 7-minute morning visualization that helps you with this that's coming out, or maybe it came out yesterday. It's coming out on YouTube or has just come out. And it kind of walks you through this sort of 6 or 7 minute beginning of your day, which can really help. And it's something that I do, but I feel like this week I've had to do it twice, which is unusual. But have you ever felt that where something feels hard? Or another example is I had a client who felt like she was in a different timeline where everything was sort of upside down, like people acted differently, everything was weird, and she couldn't figure it out. And then she finally figured out that she needed to clean it up in the same sort of way that Muriel was saying. And then she was easily put on another timeline that was easier. So I don't even know if this any makes sense to you. I hope that it does, but it's just interesting how these timelines work. I know you guys have been feeling that jumping back and forth. Things are different. Things are not flowing in the way that they have in the past. And that makes a lot of sense. What Muriel is saying is this is just that time, this is this time in ascension. This is what we're doing now. We're cleaning up timelines and they're trying to help us with our own manifestation because we are manifesting all the time, 100% of the time. What you're feeling, what you are doing, saying, that's all manifesting exactly more of what you're feeling, what you're doing is just manifesting a copy of what you're doing. So, you know, we have to really watch what we say and what we do. And that's not spiritual bypassing. I'm not saying don't feel things. I'm saying feel them and look at them and say to yourself, this is happening. I accept this is happening and forgive yourself and work on that little or big thing that's coming up and so that you can go on because pushing it away does not bring your vibration higher. Like pretending it's not happening is doesn't work. You have to work on it. And I have a great blog post on this if you want to find it. It's soundwavesheal.com/shadow dash work. And it gives you a few ways to do some shadow work very easily or when these emotions come up so you don't spiritual bypass. You don't want to, just act like it's not happening or good vibes only. That's not going to help you. So, anyway, I hope this was helpful for you. It was nice to talk with Muriel and with this work in our soul star that she brought through. She was just showing me that it was almost like organizing, like, ooh, I'm just getting a download now. My ears ringing so loud. She was like releasing things that could be released. And people do say that about the soul star chakra, that you can release karmic things or, contracts or whatever you want to call it. You can release them easily there without having to go into trauma. So that's another good thing about the soul star chakra. And that's kind of what it looked like. She was like releasing things that you didn't need to worry about, like cleaning up this sort of back and forth that you might be working with and making it easier because our soul star chakras are already open. We are all the way here, way into ascension at this point. So we want to just open it a little bit more. And to do that, is to just keep working and to have that understanding of what she's telling us that sometimes if we're thrown into this side alternate reality or timeline that it's happening for us, not to us. We're there because we have to do some cleanup. We have to really watch ourselves. What am I saying that's not of the highest vibration and I'm making it true by saying it? You know, it's a good question to ask yourself or try to catch yourself or see what needs help or maybe who needs help. Maybe it's someone you're supposed to help in this timeline and then it helps you in yours because that happens too. Okay. Well, thank you for coming and I will see you next week and we'll talk about another 5D chakra. We will talk about the stellar gateway. We'll talk about the stellar gateway next week. So, and and I'll channel Archangel Metatron next week as well. So we'll see you there. See you then. Thanks for coming. Bye.